Kia ora friends, tēnei te mihi nui kia koutou, which is a big greeting to you all. I'm Carmel Riley from Manifestors Unite in Aotearoa, New Zealand. Friends, in this around 15-minute interview, I'm joined by Fiona Robertson. Friends, in this around 15-minute interview, I'm joined by Fiona Robertson. She's a UK initially, but France-based channel and conscious business coach. And we're going to be dealing with dragon energy and how this relates to your business. So themes of power and authority and influence and visibility. So it's going to be a really exciting interview, and welcome, hello with light everyone.
Welcome.
It's so funny you say that. And so when people when this starts to come through, how, what are practical ways that they get to manage all of that power when it starts to come in? And, because that, particularly, it's easy to focus on your business, but it's much more about the self-transformation. So how do you help people to be able to manage that?
It's very married, like you say, it's very married. So when somebody comes to me to work on their business, are we working on their business? A lot of it has to do with, you're here to be soul-led, you're here to be guided, you're here to connect with your soul, you're here to connect with the soul of your clients, you're here to connect with the spirit of your business. And of course, as you do that, you have to let go of preconcepts, you have to let go of strategy, you have to close the book, you have to stop educating yourself and listen. And then that's when, it's funny, that's when the cleansing comes. So when you're up leveling, when you're changing how you operate, how you feel differently into things, some people will get sick, some people will get tired, some people will have, other things go on.
Many people get divorced.
Oh, absolutely. I think I'm on my 4th relationship now of 9 years, and I know when it's coming. And it's like the rug's pulled out from under me. It's just like, Fiona, you're not growing, you're not moving. This has got to change. And it's like, it's like from night and day. It's just like, well, I think we were going no, you're not going places. Oh, okay, start all over again. So yeah, absolutely. This is what they call soul intervention. So your soul will always come in and gently, nicely kick you at the backside. It's not pretty, it's not easy, but they're just like, you came here to do something. Let's get it moving. So when I'm working with someone's business, it's always to start with, let's just get you connected to you so you can go deeper, so you can start to see and feel and hear the guidance that's available for you, so that you tap into your power, so that you're not giving your power away to a coach or a doctor or someone who's telling you, you've got to do this, this and this, and you're like, do I really want to do that?
Or $1 million.
I don't want to do that,
aren't they? If I just get there.
So it's like you're feeling, and you're sitting in a barometer. You're sitting in the most amazing intuitive barometer that you've got. If you can, I can see why I came up through detoxing and then body whispering and then into this, because that's been a whole path. Like, what am I feeling? So if somebody's even in Australia, New Zealand, America, Canada, and I'm on a call with them and they're telling me a story about their business, or normally about a relationship or their health, and they're telling me a story, and I'm like going, and now I'll say to them, can you stop that, because I can't breathe, we need to get rid of this, because I can feel that they've become so stagnant and suffocated, and their soul has been sucked out, and they're just like, oh really? Like, yeah, come on, we need to clear that out. And I start burping and I'm coughing or whatever it is. And that's where the energy shifts comes through. And it's the same when you start talking to the spirit of the business. So you're asking the spirit of your business, what do you want to say to this person? But once you're connected to it, I can do that. I start people off with that, and eventually they can ask their own questions. So one of my clients this week, she texts me and she said, and she voicemailed me and she said, like, well, I didn't really know where I was going, so I was asking the questions that you that you put out there and said was my task this week. And she said, it's given me not a whole new avenue, but what they do is they tweak what you're doing. It's not that you're doing it wrong, you're not on the wrong path, but you've not actually brought it back to source to say, what could I add in here, or what could I take out here? Or so she thought she was going off down a track. She's still a money coach, but she almost went like, oh, I've just seen the next pillar that's coming in. She said, I haven't. She said, oh God, this is so much work. I'm going to have to change my mastermind. I'm going to have to change this. But she said, it's so exciting. And because you feel it, and because it's come through as guidance, you know that it's giving you the sort of the essence of it, and it feels so good and it's powerful. You think, I can't not do this. So your next question is, I don't know how to do this. Please show me how. And suddenly you'll get someone else who's doing it, and you think, am I to work with them? No, you're not to work with them. Why are you showing me this person? Am I to do something similar to them? Yes, but in your own way. Right, okay, but just there's an element in there that you still need to be doing more powerfully for yourself. So this is the communication that goes on when you start opening up to running your business, not in a strategic way, but in an open way. You're allowing yourself,
Fiona, listening to your intuition and not being in it, But there are processes when you start. It's like, okay, I know I need to sort of see a bigger picture. I know I need to feel and focus this with my mind and get my mindset straight. I know I need to feel this. That's what it feels like. So there are strategies, but they're strategies to open you up and broaden your bandwidth. Because most humans, even if they're spiritual running a business, it's like, I'm safe here. I'm safe here in this little conduit that I've carved out for myself, and I will just work within this conduit because I don't want to feel anger, and I don't want to feel hurt, and I don't want to feel rejected, and I don't want to feel. The thing is, if you're not allowing yourself to have that sort of move in and weave through your body, you're not allowing yourself to feel into love and aspiration and luxury and bliss and empowerment and goodness. And they're just saying now, there's like, hearing you say that, I feel like there's a dragon in there.
There's so much, love and above. There's just so much that you haven't even. But as a human, you have to stop fearing all the duality, all the stuff that you don't like, and just see that energy as a color and feel it in your body, and kind of go, oh, that's what rejection feels like. Well, it's not mine then. I'm feeling it from someone else. Yeah.
That's really, really. And even being able to sense yes and no in your body, like I've done this with people, and you go, where do you feel yes? Close your eyes. Where do you feel yes? Where do you feel no? When you're asking questions, and it is amazing how different we all are. I was with someone and no was their nose and yes was their cheek twitching. And I was like, whoa, that's awesome. So I think we're always giving ourselves these signs. You said using your body, and you really using feels. And dragons are all about feels, right? That's there.
It's the revolution of feeling that they want to bring us into. So you think it's about thinking and getting your mindset straight and telling a new story. Yes, it is. But that's to get you to be able to feel it. It's like a light goes on. When you feel it, you're in the frequency of it. And they go, oh, now we see you. I was talking to a girl for a really long time who was trying to help me get past a certain point. Now, we've all been there. And she said, why do you keep scratching your nose every time I say something? I'm like, and it took us months to work out that this was my, but. Oh. And that was so we're all playing poker. We've all got tells. And I was kind of going, she said, why do you keep doing that? It's so irritating. And I said, well, it's irritating, obviously, because we need to find out what that is. She said, so what exactly are you thinking when you do that? And we all need someone to pull us up on our human traits. This is the poker that we're playing, and sometimes you don't know that you have a tell.
Actually, it's funny you say that, because I used to I twist my hair around in meetings, and someone said, why are you always fiddling with your hair? Like, do you like me? It was a guy. And I was like, no. And he goes, well, why are you always fiddling? That's a standard sign. It means you like the guy if you're fiddling with the hair. And I was like, no, but I've never asked myself, what did I mean? It was probably, I'm just really bored, and I'm just going to have to, this meeting is boring the shit out of me. I'm going to play with my hair and think about getting outside. I don't know, but it did make me laugh that he took it as
we've all got the tells, but your body is if you think that your body the police use it all the time, don't they? Like, your body is telling you if your foot's tapping, or if you can't do anything with your fingers, or your eyes are showing you something. And there's tells all the time, and there's tells everywhere, and in our whole nature there's signs and there's guidance coming through this body. What happens is the signs come through your body first, and then your mind tries to make sense of it, and you ruin it most of the time.
The 10% part of your mind, not the imaginative part. That 10%.
No, and then it ruins it, and then eventually it comes back down and think, oh, that's who I am, that's my identity.
Oh, I love that. So I think it's very important that as we come up to the time when we say goodbye to this beautiful YouTube audience, and I ask you a few questions about how people can get in touch with you, bring us something through for 2025 that the message that the dragons, that you're feeling into.
It's been coming through from the end of the Year of the Dragon. The Year of the Dragon is not finished officially yet anyway.
Got 4 more days or 5 more days?
Something like that. It's like the end of January, isn't it? So I've not really looked it up. I mean, I am Year of the Dragon, so I don't really want it to end, but I've had my butt kicked this year as well.
Yeah.
But this is the year where, 2025, if we choose to believe it and if we choose to act on it, that we draw a line in the sand and we just say, I'm not going to pussyfoot around anymore, I'm not going to muck about, no more dabbling. Dabbling is a word that the dragons use a lot. No more dabbling. Zero tolerance of you not being in your fullest power, knowing that you are the creator of your own reality.
That is very beautiful. That is a wonderful message. And so you leading out with that conscious leadership, you leading out, what are you leading through this year for you and your clients? What are some of the
I've got a challenge that's going on in the end of January that I was given to do, because it's very specific about being able to feel into yourself, being able to feel into your ideal clients, and then listen to what your ideal clients are telling you that they want. And I was blocked for years and years and years with all that avatar work that coaches tell you is so important. It is important to know who your clients are, but my mind got in the way, and I wasn't able to bring it through in another way. So that's why I love doing that kind of work, and it's a free challenge that I'm putting out there.
Awesome.
And I will just keep on being loud and get louder talking about the dragons, but not so much them, but just what it means to be able to listen to the spirit of your business, allow that to guide you forwards, rather than thinking, I know what I'm doing, I think I know what I'm doing, or I don't know what I'm doing. and then being able to say, I don't know what I'm doing, please show me how, would be the most amazing thing. You are the creator of your own reality. Whatever you're thinking, feeling, people are reflecting back to you. Whatever you're thinking and feeling is the quality and the standard of your business. We need to raise our standards, and this is what I will be doing for myself. This is what I will be doing for my clients. Raising your standards so that you can sit there and you've only got an hour because your daughter's asleep, or you've got to get somewhere and think, I've got so much to do in this hour, and you're saying, please show me how. And then you can channel your posts, you can fix the website, you can do what you need to do within that space of time, because you have an amazing manager, CEO, director that can orchestrate things for you. They need you as a human counterpart. We don't give all our power away to the spirit of the business. It's like they need you to do your part on the world.
I love that. So if people want to get in contact with you, obviously your website, but what's your best way in terms of people and outreach? How can people best connect with you?
I've got my Facebook group, which is Practical Magic, because I do believe in practical magic, because when you create something, it feels like practical magic. It's like, oh my God, that fell in just as I imagined it would. So that's one way of getting hold of me. My website, and I've got products and things on my website as well. It's all about creating your own reality, going into the fields of everything, coming back to the power of you, and also through this 5-day challenge. If I haven't given you the link, I will give you the link.
And it'll be in this, if you're listening to this, it'll be in the description below how you can easily connect with Fiona. That is really awesome. So Fiona, I always like to leave the ending, because I started it with a very small bit of our reo, our language. I always like to leave the ending for the guest. If you were so moved to close us, then you can bring through whatever you like, or say whatever you like, or close with however you choose. But would you like to seal our session for today, my friend?
Oh my gosh. There are so many dragons, guides out there that are available to assist you and your soul in whatever that you plan to do. I myself have just met a new dragon. There are new dragons coming through all the time. You're not alone. You are meant to be here. You are meant to be doing great things, and it sucks when you're alone. And that's why I do business readings for people, so that they know that they are assisted. I can ask those questions to find out what your purpose was from source, and then when it lands, you're like, oh God, that just explains so much. But as a human, we're playing too small. So broaden your bandwidth. Be prepared to play and not be quite so serious. This is the message from Bloom. And she's coming through now. She's like, just be prepared to play. Get all your playfulness out and play like a child would. Like, it's okay to feel this and feel that. And that just expands the whole, and it's not so serious. It doesn't have to be so serious and sensible.
I love
more colour, more playfulness.
Bloom has actually chosen my backdrop today.
I reckon.
Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you Fiona for joining us, and I look forward to more interviews with you and the dragons. Mighty order.